Girl in the head for whining, he would have. It's a great show.
Yeah.
It's like both deaths. I mean, what's really important is like, man, the fans are
Amazing.
just gone nuts over these two characters. And for as far as speaking for myself, it's like as if Merle Dixon has gotten more popular now after he's gone and dead and off the show than he was when he was on the show. So it's crazy. I mean, are you guys, do you feel that? Do you
That's
sense
because
that?
you're winning personality.
It's amazing. It's just really, truly, it baffles my mind.
It's like when an artist
I was
paints.
not a nice person.
It's like when an artist's paintings become more valuable posthumously.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so true. That's so true. People still come up to the table, like when I'm out there, I'm signing autographs. People come up to the table and they're sort of like, they're tiptoeing and they're wondering if I'm really mean or not.
And then you hug them.
Yeah, I hug them. And I
Grab their boobs.
And they realize that, oh, it's just acting. Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah. Well, I will say there is a certain similarity. Andrea, a lot of times on the show, she would speak out against perceived injustices and speak up for people who couldn't. And you do a lot of that in your own life. You do a lot of work with anti-trafficking. So I was wondering if you could speak a little bit about that.
Yeah, I'm involved with a couple of organizations, in particular the Smiling Wall Foundation, where we rescue young girls that have been trafficked. For those of you who don't know what trafficking is, it's when human beings are sold, and there's many different forms of it. Sex trafficking, just modern day slavery to work. But
That's what chops in there. It goes down from there. That's like the most obvious. And then it goes down from there. You can have 60 people in a room sewing for 48 hours,
But I'm mostly, I really crusade against violence against children, and so we go in and we take these kids out of these predators' hands, and then we bring them to safety, and we love them and make sure they have a great education and just care. And so many of them are thriving. So much so, I spent a lot of time in Cambodia when I visited the brothels, and where a lot of people were in brothels not because they wanted to be in a brothel, but because they were sold, like small children. And when I met them, they had the worst post-traumatic stress and were broken because they had been so violated. And now I go back and see these girls, and they're becoming lawyers, and they have their own radio show, and they're becoming teachers, and it's just, and their hearts are healed, and it's been such an inspiration, because I feel like, every time we all get sad about whatever's going on in our lives, it's like I look at them and I feel like they're the true heroes, so they inspire me.
Nice. Very important. But on a slightly lighter note, there's something else that you're coming up with the horizon.
Is there a lighter note?
There is a lighter note.
Okay,
There's a much lighter note.
All right, good.
Yeah. You're in another project coming out soon, Dumb and Dumber 2, which I am very excited about. So what can you tell us
That's
about?
not a lighter note. That's a serious
No, it's they went total opposite direction.
Yeah, it's a whole different turn.
Oh man, I didn't read the character breakdowns.
You didn't know that?
Yeah. So what can you tell us about that? Tell us a bit about your role in that.
I don't really know what I'm approved to talk about, but it's huge and amazing. It's with the original directors, the Fairleys. It's Jim Carrey, Jeff Daniels, Jennifer Lawrence, Bill Murray has a cameo, and I'm a badass in a very different way, in a funny, goofy way.
Awesome. Do you kill the governor in this one?
It's a sequel, man. What do you expect it to be?
Yeah.
More of the same. but better.
Exactly.
It is better. Well, you know what? I don't know. I haven't seen it, but everybody who's seen it says
Of course
that it's
it's
better than
better.
the first one. So.
I'm sure it's better.
Well, Michael, you are in something that is not a sequel coming out that I'm equally excited for, a little film called Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. I'm with this young lady right here. I don't know how much I can speak about that because I'm not at liberty to say too much about it at all. There's been some photos that have been leaked, and so some people know kind of what I look like from a camera that has probably a 4-foot-long lens and the paparazzis. I came on set that morning and they said, we have paparazzis on set. I said, oh, where are they? They said, well, no, they're not on set, but they're. I said, well, where are they? And they go like this. And I look, and I go like, you got some binoculars, dude?
Yeah.
I don't see these people. And they must have been 900 yards away, dude. They looked like tiny little figurines walking on the horizon up next to the trees that were big, long, tall trees, but they looked like little bushes. So that's how far away they were.
Wow. It's like,
And I'm saying, so we don't have to worry about we don't have to worry about this stuff, right? And so we went off, we did our scenes and all this and all that, and literally that evening, the next day, there were photos everywhere, and they had medium close-up shots. It was unbelievable. I mean, that's right.
Yeah.
Their lenses must have been like 8 feet long or something. I mean, they're up there with these major tripods clicking away, and I had no idea, and I was baffled and blown away that they could get such detail at such distances. You know what it made me think of?
what?
I'm never going to scratch my crotch again.
That's probably a good thing.
I swear. I mean, but you don't pick your nose.
Yeah.
Don't do anything in public ever that you don't want to be on some major TV or something, because they can capture you from distances that you will not even know they are anywhere near you.
Yeah, it's like the camera equivalent of a sniper rifle. That's terrifying.
It's like shooting you from outer space. I mean, our government can
That's the next step.
you know, they can see your
Exactly.
they can see your hair part from space now, too.
That actually happened to me around the holidays. It's so funny how life is. I'm an athlete, and I was hiking, and I was saying, this is the one thing, and I'm Canadian, so being here is like amazing. Because you're my people.
And you're an athlete?
Sip it. So I was hiking, and I was like, because hiking reminds me of Canada, because of our environment. I was in Los Angeles and I was hiking, and I was saying, God, it's the one thing that no one can take away from me. This is like the one place where I feel so happy. And then a guy just came out of nowhere with this, I thought it was a gun, but it was a huge lens, and chased me until the dawn of time. And the pictures that I saw, it was like, I was just like the most terrified person in the world, but it was legitimate. So they kind of go a little crazy sometimes.
Chased you with the lens?
Yeah!
Why didn't you turn on it? And turn on it? It's your lens? Put that shit on!
Because I think take a picture of that too.
Take the camera and smash it, right?
And you have a message
And you're in the woods, nobody even knows. And oh, by the way, sorry. He's just a paparazzi. Who cares?
I wish you were with me on that hike.
Let's play it up some real casual Tai Chi.
You can do it.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
All right, we're going to open things up to some fan Q&A. I believe we have a question from Christian. Christian, what's your question, man?
Hi, Lori. As you know, I'm a big fan.
You are the sweetest guy ever.
And I wrote you a song, and I just want to sing you the chorus.
No, sing.
Michael, you had to sing. Sip it.
No, do not sing. It's not
well, I would be with Team Prison, and, I would just, I don't know, we'd probably all be separated at this point. Is everybody separated on the show now?
Yeah, they're all a bunch of wimps.
I personally wish that Andrea had gotten revenge on the governor. I wish that it was her hands. So I wish I'd had that moment. But, woulda, shoulda, coulda.
That would have been a nice, easy kill.
It would have been fun.
Just nice and slow. Gone. Anyway, yeah.
But you know what? We had great arcs, and I think I was happy with the way that Andrea's arc landed. So
I love that opportunity. So I like that you didn't do it. I like that you had the knife. I like that you were, that he was laying there, sleeping peacefully, and like that tension was really, really cool.
Well, the number one question I think that people ask me is, why didn't you kill the governor when I had the chance? To which I answer, I do not write the show.
Oh my God, yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
And Merle would have been in Bahamas, maybe. having a tequila sunrise or something like that.
Yeah, no one thinks to check the all-inclusive resorts.
Hey, no one thinks to just grab a yacht and go. What is this desert? What is this woods? Make your way to the coast. Oh, you're out of there, baby. Yeah, why not?
All right.
Next.
Erin, what's your question?
It's okay. As we know, a lot of the characters have their specialty weapons. So if you could choose a specialty weapon, what would you choose?
I would choose Officer Friendly. I'd have him as my specialty weapon. I'd have him on chains like Michelle killed her little pets. And whenever I wanted him to act, I'd just go, cop, go.
I'd stick with my gun.
Probably for the best. Curtis, where are you? There you are. Hello.
Oh, yes. I love the amount of practical effects in The Walking Dead. Do you guys have a particular practical effect over your acting career that you like, that stood out amongst the rest?
I don't understand the question.
He's a big fan of the practical special effects on The Walking Dead, like all the creature effects and stuff like that. He was wondering if, over the course of your career, if there is a special effect moment done practically that leaps out at you as being particularly well done.
Are we talking just The Walking Dead or just in my entire career?
Overall, like the entire career.
I think Silent Hill was quite spectacular.
Anything particular in that film? Like a specific moment?
I don't even know where to begin. I mean, I think Pyramid Head was great.
It was nice.
And I wish that I could say that it was a special effect when my character Sybil Bennett was hanging from a ladder over a fire, but that was really me. Which I can't quite believe I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a string, a wire, and they really put me up.
They really hung you over the fire?
Yeah.
Is that why you have that permanent tan on your...
Yeah.
Stunt person's just like...
I would say, for me, the film Slither. You know Slither? Yeah.